look at my first video. I was super nervous to upload that, and I really appreciate all the kind words that I have gotten from you guys. It really made me feel good because I was super nervous and scared to upload that as my first video, and a lot of people have just given me their kind words, and I just want to say thank you so much because it makes me feel like I did something right, which is good. So I thought I'd do another makeup tutorial. This one I did a little different from the first one. It's a voiceover, so it's a little bit fast speed and quicker, but you know, you'll still be able to see what's going on. Today's makeup tutorial is on this look. Great for someone who likes to go out, a girl's night out, more dramatic makeup look for you guys. It's a very smoky, dark black eye, very smoky, and yeah, I really wanted to do this since I saw a picture on Pinterest, and so I tried to recreate it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So if you want to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, alright, so really quick before we start our makeup, I'm just going to put my hair back so it doesn't get in the way of doing the face makeup. To start, we're going to do the eyebrows as usual. I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. And so what I like to do is just to outline the top and the bottom first, and then slowly start to fill them in. And then next, what I like to do is grab my Maybelline concealer in the color light and just start carving out the bottom of the brows just to help clean them up and keep them nice and shaped. And I also like to do the top as well. And there we are, the brow. So now to zoom you guys in the eyes for the eye makeup. And just going to be priming my eyes with the Maybelline concealer as always, just to help all the colors stick to the eyelid and last all day. And the palette I'm going to be using today is the Kathleen Lights x Morphe palette. I really love this palette. I think it's one that is definitely good for your collection. And the first color I'm going to grab is just a very light cream color to just set down that concealer. So I'm just going to grab a brush and put that all over the lid. And the next color I'm going to be grabbing from that same palette is this warm brown color, which is going to be used to start blending into the crease. So I just have a really fluffy brush, and I am making windshield wiper motions in the crease to start building up that color. So you really just want to take your time with this process. Slowly start building up the colors so everything blends in nicely. So the next color out of my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I'm grabbing the color Raw Sienna. Also putting it in the same exact position where I put that last color, just in the crease, building that up. I really want to get a really soft, blended out crease because with the other smoky colors, you really want that good transition in there. So just take your time, really blend that color in. The next color out of the same palette, I'm grabbing the color Burnt Orange, and again doing the same thing, just building that color up in the crease. Now the next color is Cypress Umber, and that is what's going to start helping us build all of the dark colors. So I'm grabbing that with the brush and putting that a little bit lower in my crease, down more to the lid, just to help gradually build that dark color in there. And so I'm just keep grabbing that color with the same brush, building it in, and then I just grabbed a little bit more dense blending brush and grab that same color to help blend out that colors. Don't worry if it looks messy right now, it's all gonna look better once we start putting all the other colors. And then just with a brush that I used before with nothing on it, I'm just blending that colors in. Now I'm going to be using my Smoked Urban Decay palette. The first color I'm grabbing is Backdoor, which is a very dark brown, really close to black, and that is going to be our first color we put down before the black, like I said, to slowly build in that darkness, because you don't want to automatically go into black, because you kind of want to start slowly and then start building up the color. So that's what I'm doing here now with like a flat shader brush. I'm grabbing that same color and slowly putting it in. Now I did grab the black out of that color. I didn't show it, but now I have the black on a smaller detailed brush and I'm building up that black. Again, don't worry if it looks crazy. You're just going to be blending that out later. So gradually build that color in and then blend. So place color and then blend in with the fluffy brush. And here I'm just showing you how I pack on the color and then blend it out. Now this camera is not doing this black any justice. It's way darker in person, and so what I'm doing just to pack on that black a little bit more to be more intense is using my finger to place that color. You get a lot more color payoff when you use your fingers, so that's what I'm doing here just to intensify the look a little bit more. And I did blend that out, but I did not show. And now I'm going to be grabbing my eyeliner. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I'm just going to be putting on a very intense wing for this look. So again, I always start in the middle, going from the inside to the outside, and then building on that wing. And there we are with both wings. I think I actually got it pretty even this time, and so now I'm just putting on some mascara on my lashes using the Better Than Sex mascara. It is a really good mascara. I really recommend it. So I am just going to be coating both my lashes. And now with the power of editing, we're going to have no lashes. And now we have false lashes. So I just used the Kiss Poise lashes. I wish I would have had dramatic lashes, but this is the ones I had for now. And now one part I didn't do in the beginning, I am going to set down my brows for this look, and I'm just using the Tanya Brooks Brow Gal brow gel. And then right now, just to help the look come together, I took a brush and just blended out the colors a little bit more. And now we're onto the face. I'm using the Temp 2 mattifying primer to prime my face and just rubbing that all over. And the second primer I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Pore Minimizing primer that I use just specifically in my cheek area, right there where I have the biggest pores. So I am just patting that in on both sides. And now for foundation, I'm going to be mixing two. I'm mixing the Revlon Color Stay 24-hour foundation, and then the NYX Total Control drops. One is too light and one is too yellow, so mixing them together makes a perfect combination for my skin tone. And so I'm just putting it all over the lid and then grabbing my Real Techniques blending sponge and blending it all out so everything looks nice and even. This camera does make me look like I'm really white, but we will fix that later with bronzer and contour, so just blend that all out together. And then just to add a little bit more coverage, I did add more foundation in some of the areas where I felt it wasn't full coverage enough. So that was mainly just on my cheek area as well. And now just for concealer, we're using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Light, and just placing it under the eyes in a triangular motion. And with my sponge again, I'm just going to be blending that out. So just make sure you blend it out really nicely so it meets with the foundation. And sometimes I like to use my finger to really get into the inner corners, because sometimes the sponge doesn't fit there really well, and so that just helps me out. And to set that, I'm just using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and with a little fluffy concealer brush I am placing that on there. And then I also am using that powder to set the rest of my face. And now we're moving on to contour. I'm just using the Highlight and Contour Palette by IBY, and with a contour brush from Luxie, I'm really going to be carving out the cheekbones with this color. And I used the two darkest shades in the palette, and so I put it on my cheekbones and also my forehead. Right now it does look a little sloppy, but I am going to be blending it out even more with a bigger brush once I start bronzing up. So just place that color where you need it. And right here you see me using a bigger brush to bronze up and really blend out the colors. And with the same contour palette, I'm going to be using those colors to contour out my nose. And with the little small blush, I places that color on the sides of my nose and just blend it in with my fingers. Next, I'm going to be using the City Color Be Matte Blush in the color Guava to put on as my blush for the day. It's a really nice muted pink, so I just used that to really blend it out. Now moving on to highlight, I'm going to be using the Vintage highlighting set in the color Chocolate Diamond, and I'm going to be grabbing that with a stippling brush to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. And I also am going to be highlighting the top of my nose and the top of my cupid's bow. And there we are, we got highlight. Now we be poppin'. Now moving back to the eyes, I'm going to be grabbing the color Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange on a very small detailed brush and just blending that underneath the eyes all the way across. And then I'm going to be grabbing the color Cypress Umber on a much smaller detail brush and putting that really close to the lash line to really get it nice and dark in there. Going back to the Urban Decay Smoke palette, I'm using the color Blackout, and on that small detail brush again, I'm going to be putting that underneath the eyes as well, just to darken that up under there and just blending it out with a little bit fluffier brush. And I'm just going to be grabbing a pencil eyeliner to put in my waterline, and I forget what pencil I used, but any black eyeliner will work. And then I do grab that Blackout color again just to set down that eyeliner so it does not move all day. And then we're going to move on to putting on bottom mascara to those bottom lashes. Next we move on to lips. I am going to exfoliate because my lips were a little bit dry that day, and so what I'm using is the BH exfoliating scrub, and so you just grab a little bit of amount and rub it on your lips and really just exfoliate all the dead skin off of your lips. Now for the color on the lips, I'm just using this very mauvey pink. It kind of matches my shirt, and it is not a liquid lipstick. It is formulated like one, like it's very smooth, but it doesn't dry down matte, and that's what I love about it. It gives a little bit of plumpiness to the lips, so I just put that on my lips nice and even. And there we go with the lips. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Very dark smoky eye with a very nude lip with a little bit of shine on there. It's not a liquid lipstick, so it adds a little bit of plumpiness to the lips so they look a little bit bigger. Very dramatic wing. I wish I would have had more dramatic lashes, but I didn't, so these will just work just fine. So, like I said in my last video, please give me suggestions on what you guys want to see from me, whether it's more makeup tutorials or even some tags. I'm trying to convince my boyfriend to let him do my makeup or have me do his makeup. He's a little camera shy, but hopefully he'll let me do that. So again, if you guys aren't subscribed already, please do so. It really helped me out. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below anything that you guys want to see from me. So thank you again for taking a look at my video. I will post hopefully next week again. I'm going to try to do this weekly until I get a more routine schedule. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!